Hi, welcome. Okay, to my other presentation, my third presentation on bell mobility. My name is Delene Grant. Okay, this discrimination over the years of bell mobility. Okay, thank you. Please feel free to pause and read if I'm going too fast. Thank you. Place of work, bell mobility, as you're aware, employed for 20 years and fired from my job. Okay. Now we're at 2016. I was doing well. Productivity had increased now to 0.55. Okay. So in January 2016, okay, I was above target. So although productivity, the target was 0.55, my result was 0.67. Okay. I'm working very hard to keep my head above waters. Okay, so in 2015, in February, that is, sorry, 2016, sorry about that, target was 0.55, as you can see, and productivity, my result was 0.65%. Okay, 0.65, sorry. Okay, so you take it that I'm doing well. All right. Bonuses since 1998. Every year I would receive bonus. I just include us a few here in 2011, 2012, every month. Okay, right up to March 2016. Now the thing is, although they're trying to sabotage my work over the years, the system already recognized that I'm doing a good job, so you do get bonuses. So these bonuses actually was helping me through school. The company was reimbursing me at some point in time, right, but not everything. So some of these bonuses go towards schooling, right, and when Bell stopped again, I had to pay my way. So these bonuses helped, right? However, there was something. What they did, I didn't see it coming at all. There was an award, appreciation of the hard work of the employees and all that. And what they did, they failed me in the month of March so that I would not be able to be awarded. Can you imagine? Yeah. You wonder why, and I'm wondering, what have I done? Okay, please feel free if you can pause and read. Thank you. Didn't saw this one coming. So not like this. I realized something was happening, but I thought the department, as they usually do, would close and you're laid off, right? So I was looking forward to being laid off because I would get my money and then I would just go full time in school to finish school. This was my plan, right? But I guess they knew that because I was doing school and all that. No, they didn't want that for me. So you know what they did? They demoted me. They demoted me from corporate to customer service, a frontline. All my years in working, I've never been on the front line. I'm always back office. All right. Okay. Until April 2016, okay, my department was closed, and some were taken on the adjustment team, while some of us were put on the front line. Okay. Another bullying. I'll bring this in again. Because really, they knew my qualifications. They knew, and they made it harder for me to apply for other departments because now the customer service is corporate. We weren't dealing with the public, right? But it's still the front line. It's still considered like a lower. It's lower than where I was, so it made it difficult for me to apply for other positions. It was not as easy as when I was in back office. Wow! Please feel free to pause and read on this bullying in the workplace. Okay. Bell mobility, check all the marks really. Why was I demoted? Ended the year 2015 with an excellent performance report, began the year 2016 with excellent results. Our corporate contracts department was closed out. The Montreal team, my teams in the region were dispersed. Some teams were placed on the adjustment team, as I did make mention, while some of us were demoted and placed on the front line, as I made mention. Guess what happened? I was placed on a team without training. They tried everything to fail me, and I tell you, they could not. God is on my side. God is on my side because God gave me, in a child of God, you have to have patience and all that. So I try not to be anxious. I just take it a day at a time, and I was doing well. So this time around, they demoted me and placed me on a team without training. And not even that only, placed me with broken tools and at a desk without light and all that. Okay, as we go along. Workplace safety breach, injured on the job, May 2016 to August 2016. Okay. Demoted, placed at a desk with broken tools, no light, no training. Okay. Effective May 2nd, 2016. All right. Set up ergonomically, not ergonomically, since May 2014. I had a neck spasm. 2014, I was doing final at school and working and studying, and after work, making up the time, going home with my study group and all that. I guess my posture, I think that's why I had that kink in the neck, right? So I was set up ergonomically, see my chair and all that, and lighting and lamp and document holder and the whole works. Feel free to pause and read. This was in back office, right? But when I went to frontline, it was a different thing. Please feel free to pause and read. Thanks. Demoted, this okay, as I did make mention. All right, thank you. So here, maybe because of the camera, that how I took it, you may not see it, but the dark area here is actually where I was. The dark area here, you can see light is over this other section here, but so I didn't have light over my desk, and I was working with broken tools, and this was taken on the 21st of June 2016. Reason being because I was in a position from May 2nd, I told my supervisor that my desk wasn't set up ergonomically, and that my keyboard was missing a leg. Okay, no urgency. Okay, nothing was done. And in a meeting again in May, right, I told supervisor, latter part of May, I told supervisor, and then decided to put it in writing because it still wasn't done. And then up to June this time, it still wasn't done. You see the date, okay? Broken keyboard, as you can see. Okay, and I informed my supervisor of my pain in my right hand in June 2016. Yeah, my desk, as you can see, on the 21st of June was still not dealt with. On June 15th, I started feeling pain in my right hand. Informed supervisor, he did nothing. And then in July also, I informed the supervisor that there was swelling on my hand, my right hand was in pain. I was ignored and had to work in my condition, okay? Here's a letter to prove, right, that I submitted. I was telling the supervisor about the lighting and all that. So this is May, all right? So within the month of May, I informed my supervisor 3 times, word of mouth twice, a letter, and then in June, this is June 15th, yeah, when I told him again, okay, and that I was feeling pain in my hand and all that, okay? Be free to pause and read. Okay, now, since I entered the working world, my position was always back office, working on my own initiative, right? In 2016, I was placed on the front line in an aggressive environment. I was placed at a desk with broken tools, no light, and as I said, no training, typing for 7 hours to meet the unattainable requirements of the job. Break and lunch not included. Can you imagine? In all my years of work, I've never ever experienced anything like that. And again, I wasn't trained, and there was no empathy. I have to keep up with the team, else they would fail me, and then I'll be fired. Remember, they couldn't find me in my previous position, so they put me somewhere, you see, to make sure that I'm oppressed and distressed and whatever, right? God was helping me, I tell you. God was helping me, because now this company, who is big on mental health, they're the advocate for mental health here in Canada. And this was what this company was doing, not just to me, there are others. But I have my proof here. There are others. Okay? So I'll show you here. I got this from the internet, and it says here, people of all ages can develop this condition. I was diagnosed with decorative tendinosis, right? It says, which usually happens when the tendons are strained by prolonged or repetitive use of the hand, rapid or forceful hand use, or use of the hand or arm in an awkward position. You see, hand or arm in an awkward position, and that was me. That's what the company did to me. All right, this information I've extracted also. Tendinosis. Didn't know what that was, but we get there. All right, it says your symptoms is typically mild when treated quickly and with no other complicating factors. However, repetitive strain, such as hours of typing. Yes, hours of typing. Can you imagine? Okay, please feel free to pause and read. Okay. No accommodation on June 15, 2016, September 7, 2016. My injury was 12 weeks old. I was allowed by my supervisor the ability to work in my condition. Due to sleepless nights in pain, right hand swollen since July, I was told by a walk-in clinic doctor in September 2016 to cease typing. The walk-in clinic was Great Lakes Medical. Okay. Yes, as you can see here, although in July my hand was swollen, I contacted my family doctor, Dr. James Chang, right? And I could only get an appointment for August 8th. As you can see here from the note, this patient was initially seen August 8, 2016 for pain and tenderness, right thumb area, all right, and was painful, etc., etc. You can read it if you like. And my doctor, Dr. James Chang. All right. Okay. This was my earliest appointment from July. So I was working all along with a swollen, painful hand. Okay. Injury was in his third month, 7 weeks and 5 days, 54 days old, June 15th, right, 2016 to August 8, 2016, when I saw my family doctor, Dr. James Chang. I was misdiagnosed by my doctor and sent back to work to use my painful swollen right hand. I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe. I was told by Dr. James Chang to wear a wrist brace at nights, use extra strength Voltaren cream, and that I would recover in 6 weeks. Okay. All right. Please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. It was due to sleepless nights. Yeah. This was a Saturday, September 3rd, right? That I went to Great Lakes Medical, and I saw Dr. Sabri, right? Dr. Sabri took the time to question me, ask the appropriate questions, and which confirmed to him that I had decorative tendinosis. Never heard of it before. I always heard of carpal tunnel, but decorative tendinosis was new to me. Okay, and these were the two doctor's notes that I gave to my supervisor. Okay, on September 7th. Dr. Sabri, however, told me to see my doctor, family doctor, Dr. James Chang, because since it was a walk-in clinic, right, I need to see my family doctor. Okay, which I did. Please feel free. I've summarized it already. Okay, here got the note from from Great Lakes Medical. And when I went to Dr. James Chang, when I called actually on the Tuesday, this was September 6th, the Tuesday, and I was told that he was at the hospital at Humber church site. It was at the church site, right? And it was really urgent because I was in a lot of pain and couldn't sleep and all that. So I was told that I could go to the hospital to see him, which I did. And my doctor, Dr. James Chang, he would not have the file at his office. Or he should have taken this and put it in my file anyway at his office, right? At the hospital. This is the note that he gave me. This patient has tenosynovitis from excessive typing. She will need modified work with appropriate therapy. She will likely need a break for a few months or more. Okay? Please feel free to pause the read. I already went through this, okay? And then Dr. James Chang sent me to work sent me back to work actually. September 7th, and he said I should go in if they can find somewhere else to put me, but I didn't agree with that because I was in pain. I couldn't sleep, but you know, the doctor said I should go back, so I tried to be obedient. So I went back on September 7th so that they could place me somewhere else, but my supervisor sent me home stating that there was nothing, nowhere else they could place me. Okay, so my doctor needed to send a form to my company's insurance, Manulife Insurance Company. So I went to see Dr. James Chang on the 15th of September 2016. That was the next appointment, and he indicated on the form to Manulife Insurance that tenosynovitis, right wrist, and they also stated that we'll refer to plastic. He did say that, okay, and he also indicated, asked when would be my return to work, and he indicated unknown. Everything is here. It says here, Dr. Chang stated on September 15th that I will be referred to a specialist, right? I followed up in 2 weeks and was told that I would be notified as soon as they were successful in obtaining a specialist. So a specialist 4 months later. Can you imagine? 4 months later, I tried, okay? And as you can see, I've extracted this information and put it over here, right? As you can see, when do you expect the patient to be able to return to her regular job? Unknown. Then it says if you expect the absence from work to be longer than normal, right? That normally associated with the diagnosis, specify the factors justifying the prolongation, right? And Dr. James Chang wrote, tenosynovitis takes a long time to improve. All right, you hear me? That's what I'm reading here, okay? All right, thank you. I'm going to go to the next. So many things happened between September and December because I realized that while I was waiting to see a specialist, Dr. James Chang did not refer me to a physiotherapist. I had to go in October to Dr. James Chang to inquire while I'm waiting for a specialist, could I see a physiotherapist, right? I am not an expert, but physiotherapists, I don't think they were doing right by me anyway. Yeah, because even here, as you can see, on December 13, 2016, Dr. James Chang saw my hand, and I was still in pain. He says on physio, no improvement. Okay, on physio, no improvement. This is December 13, 2016, Dr. James Chang. Okay, Dr. James Chang never offered once to have an ultrasound, X-ray, or MRI examination of my right hand, swollen, painful hand, first seen in August. Never once. Right? I followed up with Dr. James Chang about 3 times regarding the appointment of a specialist on September 15, 2016. I was told by Dr. James Chang that he would refer me to a specialist. 2 weeks later, I followed up by phone, but was told unsuccessful. Visited Dr. James Chang's office on October 13, 2016. I was told still unsuccessful, but will inform me as soon as they were able to find a specialist. Visited Dr. James Chang's office on December 13, 2016 and inquired. This time I was finally told that an appointment was scheduled for January 26, 2017. I waited 3 months before my family doctor was able to provide a specialist for my injury. I had to wait an extra month which would make 4 months without the necessary care or treatment for my right hand. June 2016 to January 2017 would make 7 months with the injury. As you can see, referred to Dr. Handelsman, okay, and Dr. James Chang says reason, painful right thumb, okay, and risk since July, okay, and please feel free to review. The delay was actually not good for me, you understand, because my injury was not attended to the way it's supposed to, and I guess it was too late anyway, because I didn't start at physio. My injury occurred from June, swollen in July, and just getting physiotherapy in October, and whatever they were doing was not helping. Please feel free to pause and read, and also to accompany me on my next presentation regarding bell mobility. Okay, thank you.